from the Crusader Forum on the campus of Archbishop Riordan High School. This is live coverage of the semifinals of the 61st Annual Crusader Classic Varsity Basketball Tournament. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bob Green, and joining me this evening once again is my broadcast partner, Cameron Bevan Abel. And tonight, we've got an all-San Francisco matchup as the Crusaders host the Bears of Mission. And Cameron, tonight is always an exciting night. It's the final game on Friday night of the Crusader Classic, and you've got a classic matchup between a couple of San Francisco schools, one private, one public. Both are going to run, both are going to be athletic, and it should be quite a show this evening between Archbishop Riordan and Mission.
Yeah, we got two great teams, both in San Francisco. Hopefully we don't get any dunks in the pregame again. Hopefully.
Yeah, no dunks in the pregame, or I guess forceful throwing of the ball into the basket. One of the guys who was dinged on that was Bryce Monroe, and he is not available to play tonight because he got banged into in the game on Wednesday night in the win over Mills by Toyo Kano. So he's not available tonight. There's a good chance he'll play tomorrow. If, in fact, the Crusaders win, it'll be in the championship game against San Ramon Valley, not St. Patrick's St. Vincent, because the Wolves pulled off just a moment ago a minor upset of St. Patrick's St. Vincent. The school from Vallejo beat them in overtime, 49-45.
But that's really unfortunate for Bryce Monroe not being able to play this game. Hopefully, Jelani Clark can fill in and have a really good game.
Yeah, the Crusaders are still chock full of plenty of talent. You mentioned Jelani Clark. He, of course, going off to Nevada next year to play for Steve Alford. But it doesn't just stop with Jelani or Bryce. We mentioned him, though, unavailable today. Morsek, the sophomore 7-footer, has shown the ability to make the highlight play and the solid fundamental play as the new big man literally on campus here for the Crusaders. And there are others as well who you will hear about later this evening. For Mission, their deal is this. They're going to come at you in waves. They're going to play incredibly hard. And they're led by a couple of guys who actually have Riordan roots because they were part of the Riordan program and Riordan students formerly. Noah Lee at the guard spot and Julian Neal at the forward spot.
Oh, yeah, I saw the second half, most of the second half of their game in the first round against Berkeley, and they played really well. They played really competitive, played to a really high pace, just like Riordan did in their first game. It's going to be really fun.
The Crusaders and the Bears, the winner takes on the Wolves of San Ramon Valley tomorrow night in the championship game. Coming up in a little bit, we will have the introduction of the starters and the tip-off of this semifinal matchup between Archbishop Riordan and Mission here in the 61st Annual Crusader Classic Varsity Basketball Tournament, live from the Crusader Forum. warm-ups are over. Let's turn it over to public address announcer Ron Isola to give us the starting lineup. All right, the starting lineups have been announced, and we are just about ready for basketball. Riordan in the home, White's Mission in the road, Golds. Riordan, of course, coached by Joey Curtin in his third season, coming in at 2-0 overall. Winners of their opening round game, 67-19 over Mills on Wednesday. Mission coached by Arnold Zalea. The rulers of the AAA in recent vintage. And we are ready to go. Julian Neal to jump against Moore Sec. Bryce Monroe unavailable. And we are underway. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Noah Lee, Maurice Oliver, and Andre Villarino at the guards. Matt Cohn and Julian Neal, the forwards for Mission. And we start the night with a miss inside from Morsek, who gets it back, puts it up, no good. The Crusaders, without Bryce Monroe, have Jelani Clark and Lee Hubbard at the guard spots, and they go with a big lineup as our first basket is made by Mission. They go with Wilson and Morsek and Chan. We were calling him Nagat, but I was saying it wrong, and then he told me go ahead and go with Mayot. So that's what we're going with, even though that's not officially his last name, Chan Mayot. So Mission right now with some good energy and the lead and possession, but a block shot, I think, twice on that, but they get it back. Villarino, who scored the first basket, guarded by Lee Hubbard. Now Neal. This might be where they try to attack. Go against Sec with a smaller athletic Neal. No good there, but another offensive board. And a long three, no good. Ball comes out to Sec. Moore in trouble, and he lost it. And we got a jump, and the Bears will get the basketball. Moore a little out of control there. And that's the first time really in his very brief career with the Crusaders that he's looked out of control. Had the double-double against Jay Serra. Had a very sound game against Mills. Granted, the tallest player on the Vikings team, about nearly a foot shorter. Here's Lee. Step back three, no good. Riordan needs to try to grab a rebound. They don't need to here. They'll get the basketball. So, Cam, a lot of action, but Riordan has rarely had the ball.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating couple of series. A couple of things haven't gone their way. They're lucky to only be down 2-0 at this point. Hopefully they can rebound on this possession.
Clark carried and got away with it. Lee Hubbard will push it up, no good. Sick tried to dunk it and he threw it out of bounds. He's looking for a foul, no call. One thing about Mission, these kids will not be afraid. And when you have Arnold Zalea as your coach, you're going to play with confidence. You're going to play hard throughout. And you're, by and large, going to play in big games. And this constitutes one tonight for the Bears. Good defense by the Crusaders. Hubbard helped force a steal. Wilson jumped in and got it. Now, Riordan's got to slow down. They are really being sped up by Mission, and that is exactly what Mission wants you to do. Hubbard inside. Tough shot. He got it to go. The junior guard puts Riordan on the board. And now a steal. Lee Hubbard's really everywhere right now. He's been the best player on the court for the Crusaders. Another three, no good. Rebound by Chan. Out to Dom. That's good. Wilson with the triple. Good effort by the big fella to keep that play alive. Now pressure, but it's broken. And a layup for Oliver, the sophomore guard for the Bears. 5-4, a lot of action. Riordan with the ball and the lead. And a steal. And Cohn is going to miss the layup. Put back attempt, no good, but a foul.
We've just seen a lot of lack of focus on the Riordan side. I mean, Dominic Wilson taking the ball up. Just no one trying to help him out, getting stuck at half court.
Mission beat Berkeley in a helter-skelter game on Wednesday night, 69-66. Zalea called that game sloppy because of the time of year, really. That one's off. This game has been sloppy, but it's been played, and this is odd to say because Riordan likes to play fast, but it's really been played at a Mission pace. They don't want it to be fast. They want it to be frantic, and that's what it's been so far. 5-5 after splitting the free throws. Clark a full head of steam. Good job by Jelani. Nobody stops him. By the time they do, he's at the rim, and Riordan's back in front by 2. Very smart play by Jelani Clark. Lee, good pass inside, and Neal fouled by Sek. And that was all set up by the great vision and the whipped one-handed pass by Noah Lee.
And this is a Mission team with great guards that can bring the ball up the court. Last week, Mills failed against the press a lot of times, but Mission has had a lot of success in the early going.
Neal had a big dunk on this end of the court against Berkeley. He makes the first. The 6'3", 175-pound junior. He's listed as a guard, but the reality is on this team, he really is a forward, really maybe even a center. Makes them both. We're tied again. Now it's 7. Again, no Bryce Monroe tonight. Jelani Clark to Hubbard, now to Morsek, left block. He's going to go to work. No call as the man fell down, but he missed the shot. Got his own miss, then missed a dunk. And now a foul as Sek ran over Oliver, and that's 2 on Moore. So he's going to come out, and we're going to see a couple of bigs come in. Toyo Kano and Robert Vaihola. Chan and Sek sit down. And now a foul on Jelani Clark. He just could not get to the sideline. Riordan has now been whistled for 4 fouls. Mission has yet to be called for a foul. Villarino guarded by Wilson, way out high. Riordan extending the defense. Neal, tough shot, but an offensive board. Just effort by the Bears right now. They go the other side with Neal. He comes across the lane and gets the bounce. Two-point game. Mission with the lead. Neal has 4 of the 9 for the Bears. Jelani Clark inside. That is a great move. That's a Division I move. And now Jelani Clark is going to be whistled for a technical foul as he said something coming back up the court. There's a lot of emotion in here. This isn't quite WCAL big-time city rivalry type atmosphere, but this is probably a tick or two down from that, but still a lot of energy. So Villarino will shoot the technical foul shots. And that's a second foul now because of the technical on Jelani Clark. So you got to watch that. 1-2. Mission back in front by 1. 3:30 left here in the opening quarter. A lot of energy, a lot of action, a lot of mistakes, but some good stuff too. And a 1-point game. Neal going to go at Cano. He'll pull up this time, bank it way too strong. Hubbard hit the deck. Lee got the ball and then flung it up, no good. And here comes Jelani Clark. Jelani's going to back it out and pull for 3 and make it. So Jelani Clark is hot right now, save for the technical and the foul. And that's a travel, no call. Riordan's got the ball and they can run. Neal is down under the basket. Numbers for the Crusaders. Great bounce pass to Toyo, and Cano couldn't handle it. Great left-handed bounce pass by Lee Hubbard, who is quickly becoming one of the top players on this team this year. We got a timeout. Cam. A lot of good stuff going on. Some mistakes, obviously, but great energy in the building right now.
Oh, yeah, I love the energy. The Crusaders are lucky to be up by 2 at this point. They've had the big man Al, and Jelani has had to step up with 7 points this first quarter already.
So 7 points for Clark. Riordan by 2. 2:42 to go here in the opening quarter here on the Riordan Broadcast Network. Bob Green along with Cameron, Bev, and Abel here on semifinal Friday night. This game got started a little late because the San Ramon Valley and St. Patrick's St. Vincent game went to overtime, and that was a rock fight in overtime as St. Pat's, I don't believe they scored, and San Ramon Valley only scored by making 4 free throws. Sean Quantico out of the timeout. Number 5 is in the game for Riordan, sophomore guard. Julian Neal way off the mark. Great hustle by Mission to retain possession, but another miss. Now Dom Wilson ahead, and his shot's blocked by Neal. Back the other way we go. Oliver thought about it, then thought better of it. Good defense by Quantico. Looking like his brother Zach right now. Now he gets Noah Lee on a switch. Lee gets by him, goes in. And Neal with a 2-hand dunk, and he's going to get a technical. And that was going to be an easy technical. After what happened with Jelani, you knew any reaction from a guy like Neal like that, where he's fired up after a play, he's going to get a technical. And he does. I don't know if he realized for a while there that he got the technical. A guy like Neal is obviously going to be emotional, playing back on his old campus, and he was pumped up with a 2-hand stick. It almost is like playing against, friends or brothers or people you're almost, and maybe it's not even malicious, it's just extra emotional. Quantico shot the foul shots from the technical, and he split them. So it's 13-12 with exactly 2 minutes to go. So star players for both teams have been hit with technical fouls for the exact same thing. And both teams split the free throws on the technical foul shots that followed. And now a foul called against Noah Lee for guarding too closely on Lee Hubbard. Hubbard has been out there throughout this first quarter. He's been huge for the Crusaders. And Rini has checked in, and Chan Mayat has checked back in. Hubbard down the lane, left hand, got it to go. So smooth, under control. Riordan by 3. That's a travel, no call. Villarino from the foul line, no good. He attacks the rebound though. Had it for a moment, lost it. Riordan basketball.
And that's a couple of series that have gone Riordan's way. Last game was about the bigs. I knew coming into this game it would all be about the guards for both teams.
Here's Hubbard. Beats his man. Tried to get it to Chan. Couldn't get it to Chan, but he somehow tracked it down himself. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Quantico inside to Big Rob, whose shot is blocked but a foul. And now the Bears bench, and their coach is upset. Viola sealed off his man. He pinned him all the way back under the rim. Got the entry pass from Quantico, who smartly flipped it in there. Viola at the line. And Rob sinks the first.
And we got 2 rebounds for Robert Viola already.
Riordan by 4. Missed the second one. Travion Burns, another former Crusader, has checked in. He got that rebound. Left-handed floater, no good. Rebound Burns, he goes up and he sinks it. Nicely done by Trey. 2-point game. Lee Hubbard is awesome right now. Lee Hubbard is the best player on the court. 6 points. 3 from the top. That's Oliver. That's no good. Good rebound by Rini. Hubbard leaves it for Quantico to Rob. He'll pull for 3. Yes! Final 15 seconds. Great end of the quarter for the Crusaders. And it's going to continue. Oh, they say it was last touch by Riordan with 10-2. 7-point lead for Riordan. Dominic Wilson's going to hustle to the scorer's table. And check in, so is Toyo Okano. Yes, he is now. He was late to the party. And now he's ready. Rini out, Chan out. Under 10 here. Lee leans in. No good. Burns got the rebound, but the putback was late. And how about that for the end of our first quarter? The Crusaders close it with a flurry and lead by 7 here at the end of 1. Semifinals of the 61st Annual Crusader Classic here on the Riordan Broadcast Network. begin the second quarter here. Riordan brings back more sec. Great first quarter for the Crusaders, especially for Lee Hubbard. Jelani Clark also back into the game, so Hubbard finally sits down. Tough pass, batted away, and stolen. Cohn with a nice defensive play. Reggie Torno, number 2, is checked into the game to start this second quarter for Mission. Good drive, good defense, and a block by Dominic Wilson. Wilson has the steal. Riordan on the move. Jelani Clark, lob to Morsek. And that was great teamwork and great timing. Noah Lee short. Rainbow 3 from distance. Sean Quantico got fouled by Noah Lee in the backcourt. So Riordan now up 9 here. We're a minute into this second quarter. The Crusaders have turned the tide here. Three no good. Vaihola the rebound. His putback attempt blocked. And now a double dribble on Dominic Wilson. Dom's got his hands up, but I think he did do something kind of funky. It looked awkward at the very least. Riordan shows the pressure. Riordan's defense has been really good. And it continues, a steal coming back into the play by Quantico. Sean, lob, Moore, catch, and a dunk.
We've seen a couple more sec dunks now.
There's going to be at least 1 or 2 lobs a game. That was a lob that he caught smartly, didn't go after the rim originally, and then went back up and dunked it. There's a triple. Andre Villarino, the 5'11" guard. One of a couple seniors in the starting lineup for Zalea. Jelani Clark banged into it. He threw another lob. Whistle killed the play. That's 3 on Noah Lee. That's big.
The Crusaders keep on trying to gain momentum, but Mission keeps on fighting back.
Julian Milton has come in for Lee. And Lee Hubbard has come back on for the Crusaders. Jelani Clark along 3 is just short. Morsek the board, and he's fouled going back up.
Hey, Morsek, the last couple of possessions, has just been unstoppable. Keep on getting rebounds, like 2 dunks, and now he's been fouled in the paint, shooting 2.
So Sek, he is pretty solid at the line. His stroke is pretty good for a guy his size at his age. That one rattles out. Makes the second. Riordan back up by 9. Torno all the way, got in but missed the shot. Rebound and outlet wildly by Sek and a turnover. Villarino will come back the other way. Here's Neal, and he is fouled on the ground by Morsek. That's going to be 3 on the big man. So Morsek has 3. Noah Lee for Mission has 3.
we've seen some exciting play and we've seen some sloppy play so far. Is this what you expected so far?
I think it's fair to say that, you're going to see some mistakes, especially this stage of the season. It's high school basketball, so even high-level high school basketball, which this is going to have its share of mistakes and issues. And the reality is if Mission's involved in a game, you're going to see some chaos. That's how they like to play it. Neal on the drive. Good contest, but a score off the window. Julian Neal. Here's Jelani Clark on the logo. And they're going to call a foul away from the ball on Robert Viola.
It seems like every other possession there's a foul.
Well, Riordan has now been whistled for 7 team fouls. Mission got off to a slow start with it, but they're up to 6 with 5:09 to go here before halftime. Riordan up by 7 at 26-19. Here's Torno. Lefty pulls up, missed the shot. Good effort, though, to get the offensive board, but Cone missed the putback. Jelani Clark the other way, steps around the defender and scores. That's a patented Jelani Clark move. The open court makes the defender commit and then steps around him. Rob's going to sit down and Dominic Wilson's going to come on. So it's Hubbard and Clark at the guard spots, Rini and Cano and Dominic Wilson in the front court. And now Mission takes timeout as a trap was formed. Trouble was afoot. With 4:37 left here before halftime, Mission has the basketball, but Riordan has the lead by 9 here on the Riordan Broadcast Network. Out of the timeout, Riordan traps. Mission gets it across, and they get a corner 3 from Villarino, who stuck one earlier, and he hits that. He's got 9 points. We've got a 6-point game. Rini, tough shot on the turnaround. That might have been blocked. Knocked out of bounds, possession to the Bears.
And Mission is just refusing to get out of this game.
Well, that's how the Bears do it. They refuse to give in ever. Neal fouled by Wilson as he slapped at the ball with Neal flying through the lane. And 2 shots coming. Quantico and Viola come back on. Wilson and Cano sit down. A little smaller look for Joey Curtin's crew. Neal missed that. He knew right away. He went running after it. Hubbard up the floor. And he gets it back. They swing it, and Rini sticks it. Nine-point game again. Good drive, and Arini swiped at it and gets called for a foul, and it's a 1-and-1 situation. Torno will shoot, try to make one to get another. The winner of this game will play San Ramon Valley tomorrow night. Scheduled time of the championship game is 8 o'clock. Missed the second. Clark tried to get it to Hubbard. Nice play by Oliver and a steal. And he'll float it to the basket, and that was just a very difficult shot. Great effort. And then Clark called for the foul going after the loose ball. And now Oliver is going to be assessed a technical. So great effort on multiple plays there by Maurice Oliver. But then the technical foul. And again, emotions coming into play here. The officials are doing a good job. They don't want it to get out of hand.
We've seen some sloppy play in this game, but the game has really gone to Mission's favor so far, even though they're losing right now. Their energy has really kept them in their game. They're shooting around 30%, well lower than Riordan right now, but it's just their high energy.
And energy's played a huge role in keeping the Bears in this one.
Sure. Riordan shooting 50%, 12 for 24 on the field, and Mission only 8 for 24,
and
8 for 29.
The one thing about this now is it looked like it was pretty clear what they were going to do. And then a long discussion.
Jelani's third personal foul.
So these foul shots are for the personal foul against Jelani Clark on the loose ball. Because the Bears are now in the double bonus. Missed the first at Oliver. He couldn't get that one to go. So now Riordan will shoot 2 technical foul shots and get the basketball. Quantico leaves the first one long. And the second one is good. So now the substitution of Jelani Clark with 3 fouls. Justin Miller gets a chance to get some action here with 3:12 left before halftime, and the score now is 32-23. And now it's Riordan basketball, and the backcourt is Quantico and Hubbard. Hubbard with possession, picks up his dribble, lobs inside, and he got it to Rob, who just couldn't make the bunny. Viola just too long with it, and that was well done by Hubbard as he realized, hey, I think I got the angle here to kind of flip it in the general direction of number 31, give him an easy one. He did. Riordan does retain possession. Here's Hubbard. Inside to Reedy. That was excellent. Even John Stockton would like that one. And it's 34-23. Riordan in front for the first time by double figures. And they've got it again. Lee Hubbard in control as he's been throughout this first half. Great pass. Viola goes up and gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Lee Hubbard's has had a lot of dimes this game. Only 2 assists, but would have been a couple more if they made the shot.
Lee Hubbard has point blank been the best basketball player playing in this game tonight. Viola misses that one. Travion Burns checking back in. Marcelo Solis, who got some brief run, comes out of the game. Second foul shot is short. Neal with a good rebound. Torno all the way. Good block by Viola. Torno gets it back, gets a corner 3. That almost banked in from a weird angle. Now Riordan's got it again. Final 2 minutes of the half. Hubbard, nope. Viola, no good on the putback attempt, and here come the Bears. Here's Cone, gets a screen from Burns. Now Villarino. He'll attack Rini and get fouled.
Another instance of Riordan defenders getting beat off the dribble.
Villarino gets that one to go. Get a chance to put the deficit back down to single digits. Miller comes out. Chan comes back in for the Crusaders. And it's a 9-point game with another make.
Mission now 7 for 14 on free throws.
There's Quantico, and his shot is blocked by Burns. Travion Burns back on the court that used to be his home floor. Playing very well off the bench for Arnold Zelaya. Pass through the hands of Chan. Torno the other way. Chan back. And he at the very least affected the original shot. But then the follow-up is good. Mission has cut the deficit to 7. Final minute of the half. Quantico, tough one. Can't get the bounce. Burns the board. Neal, good bounce pass. Villarino, a triple. And it's a 4-point game. And Mission has outscored the Crusaders in this second quarter now. Villarino has 14 for the Bears. Viola was banged into on the cut. Bounce pass from Quantico. And it'll be Riordan shooting a 1-and-1 with 21.9 to go here in this second quarter. Rob misses that. Rini the rebound, putback attempt no good. It gets batted around. Rini gets it again. And that one can't stay down. He gets it again. And he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2 foul shots. Excellent effort by Rini.
Rini has hit several threes in the first couple of games of the season, showing how he can dominate in the paint as well.
So Riordan pushed the advantage up to 11. but it's sitting at 4 with 14.2 left here before halftime. What an exciting half of basketball. A little bit of everything with a good crowd out here on a Friday night. Second one good, 5-point game. We did see somewhat of an upset in the first semifinal game tonight. Right now, Mission is making a bid for its own upset victory. Obviously a long way to go. Final moments here. Justin Miller, good defense, and it's Riordan ball. Miller came in for that very reason, and he does a good job there. And now Chan's going to come out, and Rini's going to come back in, get some offense here on the court for the final 7.5 seconds. Hubbard fouled. Lee Hubbard will shoot 2 with 1.4 remaining. And these are significant. It was a 7-point game after one quarter. Hubbard misses that. So with the time remaining, Riordan has a chance to
both teams struggling at the free throw line.
At best a 6-point lead into the locker room. They get it to 6 here. And now some more subs. Villarino, no good. And we'll go to halftime with the Crusaders up by 6 here. This is semifinal action, the 61st annual Crusader Classic Varsity Basketball Tournament on the Riordan Broadcast Network.
right, so some noticeable stats in the first half. Riordan has 13 turnovers compared to Mission's only 7. Both have kind of shot poorly. Mission 10 for 35 field goals. Riordan 13 for 33 after starting 12 for 24. So only making one out of the last 9. Riordan has been good from the three-point line, though, 4 for 7, whereas Mission's been 3 for 12. Both have gone to the free throw line countless times, but have struggled there. Mission 7 for 14 on free throws. Riordan 6 for 15. Riordan's kind of also played well in the paint. 29 rebounds, 6 for Morsek, and 4 for guard Jelani Clark.
Who are the leading scorers for the respective team?
We got Jelani Clark leading Riordan with 11 points, stepping up without Bryce Monroe back there. And then we got Andre Villarino for Mission with 14 points in the first half.
He was big shooting the basketball, hitting multiple three-point shots. Lee Hubbard, really, in my mind, was the star of the first half for both teams. He was best player on the court in my mind.
Villarino with 3 for 5 from the three-point line. We got Lee Hubbard having a pretty good first half, 7 points, a rebound, and 2 assists.
He could have had more if they would have finished off some of those nice feeds. So, second half about to begin. And the starters for Mission, start of the game, are back out there to start the second half. Lee and Oliver, along with Villarino, the 3 guards, Cone and Neal, the forwards. And for the Crusaders, no Bryce Monroe this evening. And Joey Curtin goes back to his original starting 5 with Chan and Moore, along with Dominic Wilson in the front court, and Lee Hubbard and Jelani Clark in the back court. Neal gets inside and gets an easy one. Laid it up on the weak side. He went under the basket and used it as a protector against Morsek, who didn't want to challenge with the 3 fouls. Sek inside, too strong. Good start for Mission here in the third quarter.
That last bucket by Julian Neal gets into double-digit points with 10 on the day.
See who can defend without fouling. Great defense by Wilson. Clark gets out on Oliver. Long 3, and that's no good. It hit the rim, though. Oliver gets a second chance at it in closer, but can't get that. But a third chance for the Bears. They can't make it pay off, though. Hubbard down the middle of the floor. Out to Wilson. Too strong. Lee now a full head of steam. Noah Lee attacks Hubbard. And he scores it. And they're going to say that there was interference there by Chan Mayot. So it's a 2-point game. First couple of baskets here to start the second half by the Bears. Hubbard out to Wilson, who bobbles it. Gets it back to Lee Hubbard. Hubbard hesitates, drives, left-hand layup. That was all about kind of the start and stop of Lee Hubbard.
That's the 3rd time he's got to the rim this game.
Riordan with its first points of the third quarter. Good job by Mission. And they get an easy one, but Don Wilson sends it away. He says, Mr. Green, you think that's easy? I'm right here. Good pass. Now Noah Lee gets it back. Good defense by Hubbard. Shot clock under 15. And Wilson reaches and is whistled for a foul at the 3-point line. That's 2 on Dominic Wilson. Oliver from way outside thought about it for a moment, another one of those long distance attempts, but then thought better of it. Neal's going to go at second, then go outside to Villarino, who's been good out there, but not this time. Great effort by Chan, and he saves it. Hubbard has it. Now Clark inside to Morsek, and he lays that home. That is perfect, well executed. The tutelage of new assistant coach and former Riordan great John Tofey helping the big man there. Seck sends away Neal, but into the hands of Lee. Shot clock under 15 again. Shot clock down to 6. Villarino hangs, lost the ball. Neal got it, can't score it. The tip attempt no good by Cone, and Riordan ahead. Jelani Clark, yes sir. Riordan back up by 8. And Riordan in possession again. And the Crusaders run again. Second side, nope. Got his own miss. That one's true. Riordan back up by double figures. An 8-0 run by the Crusaders, timeout mission. So Cam, the Crusaders have turned it up here in the middle portion of this third quarter.
Oh yeah, that they finally realized that they can just give it to Morsek in the paint. He'll score every single time.
Seck has been huge, literally and figuratively in this quarter. Jelani Clark's been very good. And Riordan's advantage is 44-34 here on the Riordan Broadcast Network. Shout out to the young Riordan wrestlers, the non-varsity guys, going to scrimmage at De La Salle tomorrow. Here Ron Rose is driving them. Ron will be up here early, as will we, for the long day of basketball.
8-0 run by the Crusaders. Let's see how Mission bounces back this time.
This group right now guarding really well for the Crusaders. And it continues. Another good rebound by Chan. Offensive foul though on Dominic Wilson, and he's got the palms up. That's 3 fouls on Dominic Wilson. That's a foul on Dominic Wilson, and that's 4. And he just got caught reaching there. So Quantico's going to come in. So you do lose some size. Dominic Wilson's not going to like me saying this, but you probably add some shooting with Quantico coming in. Neal's been quiet for a while here. He gave it off that time. Here's Oliver guarded by Clark. And he's got to hand it to Noah Lee. Says, take your turn at it, Noah. Noah can't get it to go. And Lee Hubbard hit the deck a la Isaiah Thomas and dribbled while on the ground and got back up. Then a turnover. Chan couldn't handle the pass. Watch some old video of the great Isaiah Thomas. He was able to do that, go down on one of his shins and dribble the basketball and get up all in one motion while retaining the dribble. And if you don't know who Isaiah Thomas is and you're watching this game.
Which Isaiah Thomas?
Oh, that's true. I don't mean the modern day. I mean the OG, the great one, the Hall of Famer, the bad boy. That's true. Final 5 seconds of the shot clock. Torno with a tough fadeaway. The shot clock never reset because that ball didn't hit the rim, and a turnover. Great defense by the Crusaders.
Oh, yes. Shot clock violation. Jelani Clark, great man-to-man defense. Really, all the Crusaders play great defense.
Rini is going to check in. Chan's going to sit down. 2:10 to go here in the third. Riordan has retaken control. Inside, nice pass. Hubbard is sec. Riordan by 12. Neal had a shot blocked, but a foul on Morsek. And I think that's 4 on Moore.
Morsek got beat on that play.
So Sek's going to sit down. And Robert Vaihola is going to come in. And Julian Neal is going to get the bounce and the roll and the point on the first free throw. So that ends a nice run by the Crusaders of 10 straight points. Second one no good, and that's a violation by Julian Neal. He did it the last time, and they didn't call it. This time he did it, and then they did whistle it.
Now we're going to see Mission pressed up.
Mission is putting pressure on Lee Hubbard, and that frees up Jelani Clark. Hubbard with his first bad play of the night, but he hustles after it to try to save it. Ball goes to Mission. .92 ticks to go here in the third quarter. A third quarter that has been by and large in favor of the Crusaders. Winner plays San Ramon Valley in the championship game tomorrow night. Noah Lee attacking. Good job by Hubbard. Good passing by the Bears. And Neal has a shot blocked by Rini and a foul very, very late. And that, I think, was a bad call because I think that shot got blocked. And then the whistle came in very late.
Yeah, Rini didn't give him the landing space right there.
First free throw is good. So Mission's going to hang around here. I'll have to check with the officials later on that one. I had that one as a block and a play on. And so, because he was shooting a three-pointer, 3 free throws, and Neal made the first 2, and he makes the third. But they're going to wipe away the last make because of a violation, and I think it's on Neal. He ran after it again, so that takes a point off the board. So still a 9-point game with just over a minute to go in the third. Clark plays off the screen and 6-3. Riordan back up 12, 16 for the future Nevada guard. Noah Lee, good drive, can't roll it down, and Jelani's ahead. Reedy gets it to him. Jelani attacks. What a move with the left hand, and he'll shoot 2.
Jelani could just do it all, taking a 1-on-3 fast break, but with Jelani there, that's still an advantage.
And you can tell the guys that are getting rebounds, they're thinking to themselves, I can outlet this ahead. And Jelani's kind of cherry picking a bit and getting up the court. So some subs here. Neal comes out. So does Lee. Jelani gets the second. And the lead's at 13, the largest of the night for the purple and gold. Final 35 of this third quarter. It was a 6-point game at the end of 2. Riordan lead was trimmed to as little as 2 points. Great defense by Quantico. Ahead to Clark. Jelani says, why not? But he left that short. And that was a bad decision because you could have held for the final shot. As it is, it's set up right now for the Bears to get the last shot of the quarter.
Off really strong, make it a double-digit lead, winning by 13 right after the controversial Reedy foul.
So Toyo Kano comes in and Reedy sits down. So we'll see if the Bears can make Jelani pay for the poor decision. And they cannot. They turn it over themselves. Although I guess it's fair to say that, to be accurate, Jelani didn't turn it over. He just had a bad choice of shot selection. Final 5 seconds. Clark from way outside. No. We're through 3 here at the Forum. Riordan up by 13 here on the Riordan Broadcast Network. Bob Green along with Cameron Bevan-Abel. And Cam, good third quarter for the Crusaders. Bears with a lot of life, though, and they're still in this one, trailing 50-37 as we enter the final 8 minutes of regulation.
Oh, whenever you think mission's out of it, they keep on just bouncing back. But they're going to have to actually shoot well this quarter to get back in this one.
Riordan starts with a Reedy 3. Nope. Morsek back in, gets the board, and he'll get 2 foul shots. Riordan has done this without both Clark and Sek being able to play a ton together because of foul trouble. And that play that they just ran, that looked like the play that Joey Curtin would call quite a bit with Justice Turner, the Riordan grad. Sek gets the first. Second is off. Viola had the rebound momentarily, but Travion Burns stripped it away. Nobody guarded Villarino, but he missed the shot. Viola, baseball pass ahead to Rini, who flips it over to nobody. Jelani tries to save it and turnover. Bears 3-on-1. Shovel, bounce, layup. Nope. Back we go the other way. Numbers for the Crusaders. And they were fearful of the lob, and so nobody really guarded Jelani Clark. He hung and banked it in. Riordan with its largest lead at 16 with just about 7 left here tonight. This feels like a huge moment in terms of Mission trying to stay in this game. Great defense by Rini, and then ahead, but a bad pass. Bad decision, out of control, and a turnover. Mission will miss. Cone saves it, though. And the three by Villarino. That's 4 for him from distance. And back to 13. Inside to Viola. That's a tough matchup for Cone. Drop step, layup, no good. Put back is good. I'm going to show Big Rob some footage of Kevin McHale.
He's doing the Eric Newman, where you miss 3 times and 3 rebounds.
Steal ahead, and we're going to see a dunk. Morsek with the stick, the net got caught. I hate when that happens. I feel like everybody looks at me and goes, why, Bob, do these nets keep getting caught? I feel like everyone is looking at me when that happens. Rini reached, it gets called for the foul. Joey Curtin's upset, and he's going to sub in Lee Hubbard. Riordan has its largest lead of the night right now at 17.
6 minutes to go in the game.
Cameron, how you holding up back there?
I'm doing fine right now.
Beautiful, beautiful. Riordan right now appears on its way to the championship game of its 61st varsity tournament. The leaner off the window and good. Torno made it. 15-point game. Scheduled start time for that is 8 o'clock, but based on the fact it's the 8th game of the night, it'll probably start at about 8:30. Ball poked away. It'll stay. Oh, no, it's going to go to Mission. 5:42 to go, so I put Crusaders in the championship game a moment ago. Maybe it was a bit premature. A lot of dribbling, and a shot no good. Good rebound on the weak side by Viola. Ten boards for Big Rob. Outside Jelani. He tees it up and leaves it short. Sek taps it, but the Bears have it. They'll run and lay it home. Good play there by Oliver. He snuck it in, got it right over the rim before Jelani could come back and block it. 57-44. Hubbard in, off the window, no good. Sek the board, and the dunk. More Sek. Saying Patty's now got a double-double.
14 and 10.
14 points, 10 rebounds. I feel like a good chunk of those rebounds were off of misses that he created. And that's the old Eric Newman play from what I hear. I didn't see Eric Newman play. I heard he was a great player, great guy, great Crusader. But apparently some who played with him or around say that he would do that. He'd miss some shots to pad the rebounding stats. Clark on the Rustani logo, out to Hubbard, who airballed it, but that's a good pass to Morsek, who can't get it to go, but he'll shoot two. And now one key with 4:08 to go is to just stay calm, keep your composure, play this game with class and poise. Don't have anything funky happen, and get on to Saturday night. Sec. Missed that one. Somebody is chanting for Tariq Norbert, the 5'11" junior guard for Mission, I presume, is who they want in the game. Well, there's also a basketball player with that last name on the Bears, and somebody in the crowd wants him in the game. Wilson got the rebound off the sec miss, and he'll shoot two himself.
We got Mark Barrett coming into the game for the first time tonight.
So Bear is going to come on as that one rolls off. Riordan has not shot free throws at a high level tonight. They go 1 for 4 on that whole exchange. Wilson makes the last one, and it's 60-44. Torno gets fouled, and he'll shoot two.
Michigan going to the free throw line. 10 for 17, and Riordan's 9 for 23.
First free throw attempt is no good. Noah Lee is going to check back in. Travion Burns is going to sit down. Good minutes tonight for Burns. Mission, presuming they don't make a great comeback here, will play in the third place game against St. Patrick St. Vincent. 1 of 2, and it's 60-45. We will have that championship game for you. Lee Hubbard kept the dribble as he went down, and Dominic Wilson ends up with a 3 attempt. No good. Mark Bear the rebound, and Mark missed the layup, but he got fouled.
Crusaders up 15 with 3.5 left to go.
There's basketball tomorrow starting at 9:30 in the morning. 4 JV games, 4 varsity games in total when it's all said and done. I will be here for all of them. So if you want to come by and heckle me, you can. Bear misses the second. Chan hustles it down and gets it to the sophomore. Jelani Clark can't get that to go. Good rebound on Wilson in the putback. Riordan by 18. Layup no good. Chan has another board. Gets it to Hubbard. Final 3 1/4 here in the ball game. Great drive by Hubbard, and he'll shoot two.
Seen that all night. Lee Hubbard just going to line and driving this on this defense.
Well, the first half of this game was mostly played at the frenetic pace that Mission really likes. This has been a more controlled half, still up-tempo obviously, but more to the liking of the Crusaders.
I mean, Mission has really just played their style tonight. They might be down double digits, but they certainly have a lot to be happy about this game.
Well, and tomorrow night will be interesting. Riordan's a huge team. San Ramon Valley doesn't have quite the height, but they've got a lot of tough guys, thick guys, strong guys who showed it against St. Pat's. Now a foul on Noah Lee.
I was really impressed in the first half by Mission kind of controlling the big man. They might be a lot undersized, but they got a lot of heart.
Be curious to see the status of Bryce Monroe for that ball game tomorrow night. Riordan now by 20 with another free throw coming for Lee Hubbard. Two free throws for Lee, 21-point game. Layup, no good, but a foul. 12 points for Lee Hubbard. Very good night for him. So Cameron, Riordan is going to move to 3-0 on the season. And they're going to face a really tough St. Armand Valley team tomorrow night. It's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't think it's one that many people anticipated, but the Wolves refused to give in against a very talented St. Pat's team and pulled off the win earlier tonight. How do you see that one going tomorrow night? Scheduled tip time, 8 o'clock.
Oh, once again, Riordan playing against a team that just came off a great win. Very exciting, energized team.
Bear from the corner, yes! Mark Bear with the triple. Riordan up 69-47. There's a three, way off the mark. Chan ripped it away, poked away from him, and they're going to say Mission ball. Teams have gone deep to their bench. Lee Hubbard's still out there, though, as a starter for Riordan. Drive and good defense by Bear. Mission still has it. Shot clock's only down to 20. Travion Burns no good. Another rebound for the Bears. Block shot by Lee Hubbard. Bears get it back. Finally get it to go. And who was that? Tariq Norbert. They called for it and he delivered. Hubbard the drive, off the window and good. Riordan eclipses 70 points. And now Riordan will stay on defense with 58.6 to go. And Quantico's going to come in, and Lee Hubbard's going to come out. And he deserves a great round of applause for the effort he showed tonight.
Getting a whole standing ovation by the bench, and well-deserved. He's been playing really great defense this whole game.
So Riordan, San Ramon Valley in the championship game tomorrow night. Again, the scheduled start time of that, 8 o'clock, as Solis scores inside. 20-point game. Would be contrasted styles. The two teams met most recently last year in the Crusader Classic as Quantico misses a three. And that was the Bryce Monroe debut as a Crusader. That was a good ball game. Riordan pulled away in the fourth. Final 10 seconds. And Burns is going to flip it up, no good. And that is going to do it. So Riordan wins this one by 20. Cameron, your thoughts here to close the evening?
Well, this game, Mission have kept it closer this whole game, a lot closer than we expected. But Riordan's half-court defense, I felt, was the main key on why they won this game.
So the Crusaders win the game, go to the championship game of their own tournament, and we'll have coverage of that for you starting right around 8 o'clock tomorrow night on Championship Saturday. For all of us here at the Riordan Broadcast Network, our producer, Vigan Rassam, my color commentator, Cameron Bevan Abel. I'm Bob Green. Thanks for tuning in again. Our final score tonight in the semifinal matchup, Riordan 71 and Mission 51.